Hey everyone, welcome back to Theonopolis. So today we will be expanding the Great Library so that it actually earns its name. Not because I went full squirrel mode and just made it bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. So there's not much to recap from the last episode. We finished the last stoa for the Agora and started work on this library. This huge ass library, because I couldn't contain myself, as I said in the intro. But I did say in the last episode that using gold in a building was kind of extreme and not realistic, because I think back then, even more than now, gold was a real commodity. If you had gold, you wouldn't use it in a building, you would use it for jewelry or something, or I don't know. Not in a building. Yeah, I wanted my building to be shiny. I'm also... Planet Coaster for me lately has been crashing a lot. And I think it's because I think there are over 50k pieces now, and I think I've never breached the 10k pieces, because I would burn my parts before that happened. I have that short of an attention span that I would be having a full main street done, and then I was like, alright, I'm bored. And here I'm just this could be here, this could be here, this could be here. Oh, my PC is crying. I think by now there are more pieces in this library than in half of the Acropolis. I think that in a way shows that I've become better at the game, but it also shows that I found out how to make custom pieces. Yeah. I also made the library a bit taller because it was almost the same size as the assembly house, which isn't a bad thing, but I wanted this building to go bam. You can actually see this building from the bridge that's going to go to the slum area, because yeah, I'm not going to put the palace district right next to the harbor / Agora. You know, wealthy people want to stay far away from all the working class people. I think I already said once where the palace district is going to be, but it's going to be on the eastern side of the park, while the Agora and the slum area are going to be on the western side, so it's complete opposites of the park. But as I said, you can see this building from the... lost the word for a second. The bridge? Why do I lose the easiest words for it? But you can see the building from the bridge, and I was not enough bam for me. So I made it just one story taller, and yeah, I like it. And again, the main inspiration for this building is the Library of Celsus in... Nope, not going to say that. And the Library of Athens. The Library of Celsus is in Turkey. It's that one building where only the front is still standing. And I recently found out that it wasn't still standing because it was well preserved. It's basically being rebuilt because it was destroyed in an earthquake in... I don't know. At least it was destroyed, then they rebuilt it not that long ago, actually. But not that long ago, it's maybe 20 years ago, maybe, or 30. At least in the last 50 years it was restored. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the size of this library and everything. It's... Without a doubt, this library will always outshine anything I will place on the Agora. So basically my thought was just let's go with this let's go to the extreme. Let's see what I can do. I also said that I'm going to like place a coaster in the building because it does have the size for it, but there would be like some real big constraints when it comes to space, so the coaster would be really like small, or at least like in the ground floor, ground space that it would have is really small, and you would almost not see it outside of the building, which is okay, like that can be done, but then you need to make sure that some way on the outside of the building you see that there's a coaster inside. And yeah, that's not going to happen in here because the front, like the front of this building with the doorway or the giant doorway and everything, I'm not going to put like a huge ass sign from like coaster here on there because that would just spoil everything. And on the side area that I'm building right now, it's almost completely covered by the wooden coaster. So I'm now thinking more of like a dark ride, because well, the idea with the dark ride is basically like this is a library, so you would have like books from all around the world. So through these books you would like visit all around the world, and yeah, I still don't know if I'm going to do that or a coaster or if I will just leave it at the one flat ride, but we will see about that. Anyway, if I'm going to do that, first I will finish the wooden coaster because yeah, I've been putting that off for way too long now. So as you're watching this, I'm actually working on the station, and it's only like the station that is still to be done, and maybe a bit more effects, and I almost thought of like redesigning like the flooded area, because yeah, the rest of the Agora is really tightly packed with buildings, and this flooded area has like 2 buildings, so that would be weird, like suddenly all the buildings would have been washed away, or there were only 2 buildings there. So I might redesign that area, but for your sake I'm probably going to yeah, do the station and then probably give you a POV of that, or a POV of the ride, not a POV of building the station. You might have also seen me building the left wall of the library. That wall had to be redone 3 times. Once I was just not happy with it. The second time I thought I placed it right. Didn't. Third time I still didn't place it right. But by the third time I had already done a lot of the inside of the library. A lot of bookcases that I couldn't detach from the building or from the wall. Or I could, but that would take an hour of work of trying to select every bookcase, so I had to redo that wall 3 times and have to redo the inside again. That left wall is annoying. And yeah, here you see also the first real expansion of this building. Because as I said, I couldn't contain myself. Also, if I didn't build this extension, the library would basically be one box, and my buildings are probably going to be mostly boxy, but yeah. But then again, like I think the library in Athens also was like a box. Boxes are just easy to build. All those pillars. Probably in the next park I build, I am going to choose a theme where I can't use any of those pillars. Any of those Greek, Roman, pillars. I'm going to set myself a goal. Next park I build, or the next thing outside of Theonopolis that I built, will not include these pillars. I love them, but they are there. The infamous bookcases. This is like where realism stops, because back then they wouldn't have books, they would have like scrolls and everything, but yeah. It's the Great Library. So these bookcases will almost... Well, they won't reach the ceiling because that's a bit abnormal. Not like this library isn't abnormal as it is, but yeah, I'm not going to make scrolls that I'm going to use in one part of the park, and I would need more than 1,000 scrolls, and the amount of pieces that would make, that's not viable. So, and we have already a train going through the park, so yeah. So many bookcases. I'm also quickly like referring to the secret project that I'm building, because if I do everything correctly, like, it might be a POV at the end of this week or the beginning of next week, I hope. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turns out. I'm also really happy that it's close to done. Like, I love my buildings, but if I spend too long on it, everyone is going mad. This place it's beautiful, but annoying. But anyways, the video is coming to an end, so hope you liked the video. If you do, please smash that subscribe button for more videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.